Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. Happy Friday to everyone, and we have today a really special guest. I'm excited for her to be here. This is Emma from Love the City Thrift Store, which is on Sepulveda, just south of Culver Boulevard. Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. So Emma, tell me, what do you do there?
We do a lot. We are a charity. We're also a business. We partner with a church that's on Washington Boulevard, and we work with a lot of different projects and organizations in the area to do different community development projects. We have some really great volunteers that come to the store from Culver City High School and also from reemployability programs. But we do mostly work with transitional housing, trying to get people into homes. We help people who are living on the street and give them clothes, and we also sponsor some food programs too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what church is it?
It's a Foursquare Church. It's called Vintage Faith Foursquare Church.
Okay, and where are they located?
They're at 12688 Washington Boulevard. Took me a long time to memorize that. I got it down now.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I checked it out. I've lived here in the neighborhood and I've somehow missed it. But I went and checked it out recently because I've heard some really great reviews about it. And so you're the manager there?
I'm the manager now as of last month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys do all kinds of special things there. Aside from all the stuff that you listed off, one of the things that you do there is this paper bag that you brought. It's a very great little thing.
A paper bag deal. So anyone who wants to can come into the store. We give them the paper bag and they can fill it up for $10 plus tax. It comes to $11 even with all of our clothes, all the shoes, hats, scarves, ties, belts, like you name it. Anything you can wear pretty much goes in the bag for $10 plus tax.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So what's like the most amount of items have you seen go into a bag?
We made up a rule a while ago. If you break your bag, we charge you double because people will just keep shoving stuff in the bag, like cowboy boots. They'll be like, can I fit this suitcase in there? Like, no. You can't fit a suitcase in there. It's too much. But yeah, they go crazy. They love it.
So it's a great deal.
It is. It's a really good deal.
Really fun deal.
Yeah.
And look at her. She's dressed with all this vintage stuff. Here, come on out here. I want to show her off. Come on.
This is all thrift store clothes. Okay, thank you.
All this, you guys get a full shot of her?
Literally everything except for raffia featured up here. Everything else you see is thrift store.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So how much did you spend, besides the raffia jewelry, how much did you spend?
Like $6. Like $7.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome.
Okay. So you guys can go in there and find some wonderful little treasures.
Yep.
And it's kind of digging and looking around.
Yeah.
But if you are into that, it's great. And
we have junk and treasures. So whatever your thing is, if you're like trash, then we have that. If you love like beautiful high-end things, we have that too.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, do you do also like sales and special things?
Yeah.
Is there anything coming up that you want to tell them about?
Yeah, actually, we're having a big parking lot sale at the moment, today and tomorrow. It's all of our like vintage clothes, designer clothes, new with tags, labels, that kind of stuff. All of that's on sale right now for today and tomorrow. And we just actually are doing a limited edition. We're letting some of our Halloween costumes out right now too.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So we kind of went with the vintage feel of all of this and put out just some really simple pieces of jewelry. We've dressed her in tourmalines and drusies and just simple statement piece necklaces, and that's kind of what we're looking at here. Things that you could possibly even find at a thrift store if you were like really.
I don't know who would want to get rid of them, but yeah, I agree with you. They're beautiful.
I don't know who would either.
No.
Maybe even estate sale.
No, that's true. We do get a lot of estate sales. So
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
So is there anything else that you want to tell them about? How long has that thrift store been there?
We've been there for about 4.5 years, so almost 5 years now. And yeah, business is growing. People are kind of hearing about us more and more now, so we have a lot more people donating to us, which is awesome. And the ways people can usually get involved are if you donate to us, if you come and shop with us, or you're also welcome to volunteer. We take volunteers all the time, and our volunteers really are what makes us run. Without volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do it. I think we have so many incredible people that just give their time to help us, and that's amazing. And it's going to be a little while, but if anyone's interested, we have a Thanksgiving event that we always do every year in November, and it's a Thanksgiving in the park. We meet at Tellefson Park, and we give away hundreds of bags of free clothes to people.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's an awesome.
And Tellefson Park is just right around the corner here, so it's actually just over that.
Okay, over there. Yeah.
Over that block on Sepulveda. So you just like announce it and just sit there, and
pretty much, yeah.
or do you put racks out and people pick what they want?
Yeah, both. We like have so much. A lot of the time that we have to kind of just like lay it out, and then we have some racks as well. People can come and they can just take as much as they want until it's gone, pretty much. But we do usually other things with that event too. But some of it's still in the planning, so I don't want to commit too much to anything.
But you probably need more donation of clothing for that kind of
always,
stuff?
yeah,
Okay,
always.
so that's something else that everyone can get involved in is donating.
Yeah.
How tell them your address so then they know exactly and what hours so that they know when to go donate.
For sure. We're at 4325 Sepulveda Boulevard in Culver City, and we're open from Monday to Saturday, 10 to 6, and we take donations from 11 to 5.
Okay. And someone actually is there to take the donations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To go to the back?
You can go to the back, yeah. We have a little alley you can pull up back there behind the store, and we'll help you. We have, we can always give you a tax-deductible receipt as well.
Okay. Are there any questions?
Somebody said that's where I go to thrift, and I just gave a ton of stuff to them.
Oh.
Thank you.
I have more.
Oh, bring it back. Bring it next week. We can't take donations right now. We're full. The next week we can take it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody else have a question?
Yeah, I have a thumbs up.
Ooh.
You have a thumbs up?
Yeah,
Yay!
thumbs
Okay, we
Love
love
that.
it. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
So if you guys have any questions for Emma, you know, you can comment
me up.
right then, yeah, and we'll ask her right while she's here.
Awesome.
So today, again, like I said, we're doing some statement pieces. We've dressed Emma to match her cute little dress and her cute little hair. I love it.
Thank you.
And we decided to make a drink that is going to be my version of a float,
Ooh, yeah.
but just kicked up.
It's my
you know.
favorite. I love floats.
So we're making a berry Izze Fizz.
Gosh, look at that.
So it is some raspberry chocolate chip ice cream or gelato. And I'm just going to make a little bit of one. Kind of show you.
It looks so delicious.
Might as well use my knife. There you go. Okay. It's 2 simple ingredients. Really just 2 simple ingredients. I've got the gelato in there, and I've got Izze blackberry.
Blackberry.
Love it. I love Izze.
That's my
right?
favorite flavor, actually.
And look at this beautiful color that you got.
Pink drink.
Pink drink.
Yeah.
And you've got just a really nice little straws.
Thank you.
And we can't forget a little blackberry as a garnish.
My gosh, that's adorable.
Any other comments out there or any questions? No?
I have one that says, can you share an act of kindness you have seen at your place of business?
Oh my gosh, I would not know where to start. There's so many. Just last week, we had a lot of people, because we have a lot of regulars who come to the store all the time, and just last week, we had a lot of people who came in who were really upset that I'd experienced like some heartbreak in their lives. And there's a reason we call ourselves Love the City. Like, a lot of people come to us just to talk and like share what's going on in their day. And so these people came in and we know them. We were like, hey, is anything wrong? You okay? And these 2 women, both of them were like almost in tears. And it was just great because we got to like, you know, just like give them a pat on the back and say like, hey, I'm so glad you came here. Like, hang out as long as you want. Like, shop or don't shop, just like come by and everything. It's so great.
So
yeah.
nice.
And also, like, one of our volunteers is so awesome. Like, whenever people come into the store that are homeless, we don't have food on the premises. We can't give people food there like that. We can't do that. But he'll like buy them a meal or something like that. You know, just really cool. A lot of acts of kindness all the time. It's a really great place to work.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So how did the name come about for the store?
I think we were just thinking about like what's our goal, what's our purpose, what is it that we really want to do, and you know, as I said, we're connected to a church, and so our whole heart was kind of like based out of what the church is kind of doing. Their mission statement is to encounter God, equip the church, love the city, and that's kind of how they do their thing. It's, you know, very faith-based, but for the store to be also part of this like community development, they just stuck with love the city. They're like, that's what we want to do. We just want to love the city, not have an agenda. It's not about trying to get anyone to commit to any kind of faith. It's about just trying to love people and just show them like God loves you, basically.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So in our, I don't know if you live around here, but you do.
I do, yeah, right down the street.
Okay, so Culver City, we have a former mayor that wanted to make our city a kind city. So we've been working on a mission to spread as much kindness as possible, and actually run a social media group for Culver City Kind.
Oh, really? Oh, that's really
so
cool.
this is great. I'm really glad, and anytime you want to, you know, help with, you want any help with any of that kind of stuff, please post it on our group page, and you can, you know, probably get a lot more volunteers.
Yeah.
I wanted to
For
touch
sure.
on that. What do the volunteers do when the,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of what we need help with is just kind of like maintenance in the store. It's like we always have like the bag sale, so people a lot of times just like go crazy because they've never heard of like a bag of $10 clothes, so they just leave their hangers everywhere. So we always need people to like collect the hangers and put them back, tidy up the clothing racks, like sweep and clean and everything like that, but also organize. A lot of times people come who are very gifted with organization, which some of us are more gifted than others, you know, so they'll come and they'll tidy up and they'll make it look like a nice display. I told Rafi, I was like, oh my gosh, everything's displayed so nicely. It's so beautiful. She's like, yeah, it's probably not quite the same store. It's not, but we really try to have it look as nice as possible, so that's
great.
always really helpful. Yeah, just sorting through items too.
Okay, so whatever help that they can give you as far as retail merchandising and displaying and cleanup, that's what you're looking for.
For the most part,
So
yeah.
for anybody who's out there that's looking to volunteer and do some volunteer work for a good cause, this is great. Please call Emma or go in the store and ask for her, and she'll be able to help you and figure out a time that works for both of you,
Yeah,
right?
that'd be awesome.
And we already gave the hours, but if you have any more questions, we've got Emma tagged. So please comment, and she will respond.
Somebody asked, did you change your hair color?
Oh,
Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you know it. Yeah, they do. They're like, oh wait, wasn't it green last time? Every 2 weeks. It's blood orange for now.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Something new we learned.
I know.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. Go to the thrift store, to the parking lot sale for this weekend, and try our drink, the berry chip fizz. And we will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining. Have a great Friday.